Hello guys, this is a road trip I'm doing from Newcastle all the way to Meteora in Greece. It's over 4,000 miles across 17 days and 13 countries, driving through France, Switzerland, Italy, the Balkans and more, mostly avoiding big cities as I'm focusing on nature and scenic routes. The final destination is Meteora before heading back to Newcastle, and I'm filming and uploading as I go. Every episode covers a different day or section of the route. Please subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to follow along. Thank you. Good morning from Bern. So this is the closest major city to where I was staying. So I checked out about an hour ago, and I started driving towards Liechtenstein, which is about 3 hours drive. I've done about 40 minutes already. So this would be my first stop, and then after that I will be heading towards the Dolomites, which is going to be a long drive, about 6 hours drive, so that would be a total of 9 hours drive today. Now on the way to the Dolomites there are different routes to get you there. I'm going to take a pass called Flula Pass, F-L-U-L-A Pass, I think this is how you spell it, which has got like nice scenery of the Alps, the mountains and all, so that's part of the experience. I think there are other like routes that are more that offer like nicer scenery, but they're closed because of the snow. I think they open them from the 17th of May onwards until before winter starts, because it becomes unsafe to drive outside this period of time. So it's fine, but I think the pass I'm going through today is going to be nice. So we are still on the way to Liechtenstein. We've made a lot of progress, and there's 1 hour and 20 minutes left. We'll get there at 1 p.m. I'm running a bit behind with the schedule for today, so I think probably I'll get to the Dolomites a bit late, probably about 9 or 10 p.m, which is far later than I was planning to. I think that's because I started the day a bit late. The roads now are actually much better than what it was earlier. So there's no traffic, it's just flowing nicely. You've got nice scenery. Yes, it's the motorway, but you still have nice scenery all the way around you. So that's quite nice. So basically now I'm driving along the border that separates Switzerland on the left side and Liechtenstein on the right side. So this entire road kind of splits two countries, and then at some point I'll turn right and that will take me to Liechtenstein. But I'm on the Swiss part of the border basically. So I'm expecting now, as soon as I enter...
Take the slip road, then turn right onto the slip road.
Okay, as soon as I enter Liechtenstein I'm expecting to get some signal, and finally I can drive.
Turn right onto the slip road.
Okay, I can drive with some real-time sort of information, because normally I like to know about, so that's the river there, I like to know about the traffic situation, if there is some sort of like traffic on the way, or if there's and it also tells me about the speed limits, which you can't get that if you're driving offline on. So we are in Liechtenstein now. Very similar nature to Switzerland. Makes sense because they are next to each other. One thing I had to check whether I need any sort of vignette or like things like what I needed in Switzerland, and after doing some research online, apparently you don't need any, but you would need one. We'd need some sort of vignette to get to Liechtenstein, because you're going to cross a country that requires one of these, so be it Switzerland or the other neighbouring countries, but you don't need one for Liechtenstein, so that was good. So I'm driving now in the centre of Liechtenstein, just trying to get to a car park in the centre, and then I will have a short walk to get to 3 sites. I think I'll try to cover the 3. So one is a cathedral, and one is what was it called? So there was a cathedral, and there was the Liechtenstein Centre. I can't remember the third one. The museum, which is right there to the right side. So the first place I'm going to is the Liechtenstein Centre, where some people actually would get a stamp like on their passport as a souvenir. I think you do that for like an equivalent of £3. But I'm not doing that. I'm just worried that it might have some implications in the future. First interaction in the country, absolutely incredible. So I went to a car park, and I didn't know how to kind of work out the ticket machine, and there was this lady who I asked her how to do it, and she told me how to do it, but then apparently it was just cash only, and I said, oh, I don't have any cash, and she just paid for the whole thing. It was like €3.50, and she just refused to take anything like money transfer or anything like that. So that was a good sort of first interaction. So this is the Liechtenstein Centre. I don't think they do much here other than just giving you some tour sort of information, some souvenirs, and that stamp on the passport. Thank you. So I got this mug from the souvenir place. I asked around the staff, and they said it's fine to have that stamp because it's not official, so it shouldn't cause any problems. So if I've got time, I'll go back to the car, get the passport and have that stamp done. If not, I'll just leave that. Next stop would be I think it was the museum, so I'm just trying to work out which is the closest sort of next stop, and it looks like, so the cathedral is along the way. Yeah, so it's probably the cathedral. It's 4 minutes, so that's not too bad. Oh, there we go, it's here. Okay. So this is the cathedral, and it's from the 19th century, and next to it is the Liechtenstein Council. Don't think I'd be allowed to go in, but yeah. So that's a closer look at the cathedral. So that's the museum. I had a look at the route to the Dolomites, passing through that pass, the Fluida Pass. It will be about 5.5 hours or slightly less. So what I would do here, I would go to the museum. I'd probably skip the part that has just animals and stuffed animals, and I'll just go for the history of Liechtenstein, and that would cut my trip or visit to this museum. The time will be saved that way. So the museum has 2 parts basically. One is for the history of Liechtenstein, and the other part is like the treasury. They're 2 separate buildings. You're not allowed to have a camera to the treasury part of the museum, so I would have to turn it off. But what it has is basically some items from the kings and royal families. Yeah, so it's not far off from here. The ticket is quite reasonably priced, so £10 if you just want the museum, but £13 the equivalent of £13 if you want to have the full package with the treasury as well. So I just spotted this ice cream place, which I will have a look at the map just to check the reviews before having anything from there. But the plan is, if they've got nice, good reviews, I will get something from there before I leave. I think I might just skip the castle because I'm running out of time. It's 2:30 p.m. now, and my parking is until 3:17 p.m. So I've got less than an hour. But anyways, I mean, when I had a look at the reviews for the castle, reviews weren't very promising. So I would say definitely museum would take the priority. I think. Yes, I'm heading back to the last part of the museum. We'll see what it brings. So as part of the package you get given this sort of device to tell you about information of the items and things that you see. I need to lower the camera, I think. So the first two floors have things about history of Liechtenstein, which is what I'm interested in. So this is the smaller version of Liechtenstein. Probably this is the best part of this section of the museum, because it does make some sense. I mean, I liked the museum. It's got nice items, but I think it's just too messy. As in, like, the flow is not perfect. You get lost at multiple points. Everything is in, there's nothing in English, and most of the items don't have some sort of like information in your language, so you're left clueless. So I had a few bites of this Dubai chocolate, which was very, very delicious. The place had a few bad reviews saying about staff not being nice, but he was nice. And yes, the price is a bit on the higher side, but it was worth it, I think. So I've got like 10 minutes before I run out of time for the parking. So I'm going quickly to that place to stamp my passport, and it's about 2 minutes walk, so it should be fine, and there shouldn't be any queue. Hopefully there shouldn't be queue there, and after that I'll just head off. So again, this is the centre. Just the final page, if that's okay.
Which one?
Last page.
The last page, yeah.
If it's empty.
No.
That one, yeah, is okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You tell me when.
Go on.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nice. Thank you.
You're right.
How much is it?
3.
So that's all done. I've got 4 minutes. So I'm driving back to Switzerland now to get to the Fluela Pass, and yeah, we're leaving Liechtenstein. So
turn left onto the slip road to Chur, then slight left onto the slip road to A13.
So I'm gonna lose the data signal now, unfortunately. What I'm gonna do in the Fluela Pass,
left onto the slip road to A13.
is nothing but just drive through it, because it's
Continue on A13 for 7 miles.
Oh gosh, because it's got nice scenery. and then we will continue driving to the Dolomites. The whole trip would be about 5.5 hours, if not less. Hopefully no traffic on the way, so I can arrive. If there is no traffic, I'll get there probably 9 PM at max, provided that I don't stop, which is okay. I was expecting that I'll get there a bit late. Yeah, I was thinking of driving with the roof down because it was sunny near Liechtenstein, but then thankfully I chose not to because the weather is so unpredictable on the mountains. Like, it was sunny just 5 minutes ago and now it's raining. So on the map here it says Fluilla Pass 2383. I think this is probably the altitude that we will get to. We are there now. We are getting higher and higher. Thankfully the weather is okay. It's dry over here, which is a big plus, otherwise the driving would be a lot harder. The views are nice, and luckily there aren't many people driving around, so it adds to the experience, because I'd prefer it to be a bit quieter. Yeah, so we're nearly at the top. Wow, this is incredible. Yeah, so we're nearly at the highest point. I'll try to stop somewhere and I'll fly the drone. I just checked and it was okay to fly the drone here, which is what I will do at the moment. It'll be a quick fly and then continue to drive to the Dolomites. So first of all, I'm just waiting for some signal to be picked up by the drone. Hopefully there should be some signal. Okay, so I think we're fine now. So 3, 2, 1. Oh gosh. I don't know why, but as soon as the drone started flying, it just fell. Oh gosh, don't know what happened there, but soon after the drone flew, it just dropped. Gosh. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Literally the moment it flew, it kind of dropped into the ground. Honestly not sure what happened, so I had to kind of dig it from the snow, and it was quite slippery as well, so and I don't know why, but I went with my slippers. So I was wearing my slippers and I just went with them and I lost them deep into the snow. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them, I think. It's not worth it. The thickness of the snow is just too bad. It's worse than I thought it would be. I got the drone back though, but I've lost my slippers. You can see the thickness of the snow here. It's just so thick, and like almost my entire leg was just sinking in. But I knew it was just going to be for a few seconds, and I was like, I can manage, definitely. But I'm not going to lose another drone. I mean, I just literally lost one 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to lose another one now, and I still don't know why it kind of like did that. Like, why did it just? It flew for like a few seconds, for like 3 seconds, and then immediately it just dropped onto the ground. Very nice view from here. So I'm at the top of the mountain, and yes, it was right. So the highest altitude for driving on this pass is 2,300 and I think 80 meters. So you will basically drive to this altitude before you start to descend. So you can see here we are descending now, and it's extremely steep, very steep. Like wow, it's so slopey and very twisty. You can see on the map. Incredible. This place is just amazing. I mean, if this is not the best pass they have in Switzerland, because there are others that are closed during this time. I think they open mid-May. I wonder what they are like, because this is just incredible. I was at the top there, and now we are quite down, but we're going to descend even further down now. You see this twist in the road? I mean, almost like the entire way down is just like that, but you get like stretches of like straight lines. So as you can see here, we are about to cross the border, which is here between Switzerland and Italy. But yeah, thankfully it will be all a motorway for quite a bit, so that would be nice.
Continue straight for 10 minutes to SP50.
So we entered Italia now. I've got a lot to drive, so 194 kilometers, and that will be 3 hours of driving. So Italy is full of like speeding cameras. Not sure if you can see that orange box there. So these are the speeding cameras. So I'm still driving, and I've got 100 kilometers left, and that will be an hour and 37 minutes. So not long. This feels like an endless journey. I'm not tired, but I feel like I'm just not making progress. And if I am making progress, I'm definitely making progress, but it's just very slow. Because of the speed limits here. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's just 55 minutes left to get to the Dolomites, where I'm gonna stay tonight. And I should arrive there at 9:20 p.m. I've got just over half a tank, but I'm just worried that there might not be any fuel stations near the Dolomites. It might be a good idea to just fill up on the way just before arriving there. It's a very nice town here, especially with the lights and a little bit of darkness there. Beautiful. So I'm nearly there at the Airbnb, so it won't be long till I get there, and then I'll have some rest, and tomorrow will be a day full of exploration for the Dolomites. Finally, after 8.5 hours of driving today, these are the Dolomites, but they are completely pitch black, so you can't see them, so hopefully tomorrow morning you can see them. Good night.